What's up, everybody? It is yours truly, Ali Mehdaoui, with another one with the ME show that I am super excited about it because I got a good one for you, and I might be a little bit challenging on this one just for the simple fact that I know many of you have what it takes, and if you have been watching us all day in our Insta stories or wherever we may be for that matter, we talk to everybody today about one main thing. If you're just watching us on the ME show and you comment on the actual video itself, I have what it takes, guess what? We will actually call you and we will feature you on the show. That is right. We did it last week and it was phenomenal. We had Paul Salvetto, who was our surprise guest out of nowhere. And he shared with us about his very amazing business and his project that he's working on with the honeybees. So again, if you are watching this, congratulations, you made it to the show. Or if you are listening to it on the audio version as well, we are so excited for you. We're going to talk today specifically to those of you who are trying to prospect, recruit, bring in people into your business, build sales organizations and whatnot. And we're going to talk about two different aspects of it. We're going to talk about how you can overcome that struggle a little bit and how you can have the right mindset as well to win in the business space that you are in. So if you are with us, please do us a favor in Periscope or on Facebook or on SoundCloud. Make sure you share this because there are many people who may be hearing this message and they may adjust and fix their business forever, and you'll be the reason why their business has increased and has gotten better. And you'll be doing us a favor as well and sharing the love for us. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that you have to understand. There are two different processes in your business line. There's prospecting and marketing. Now, sales is obviously the ultimate goal, but you will not be able to generate that sale unless you prospect. And what is prospecting? Prospecting is to simply reach. Prospecting is essentially reach out to that individual, establish some type of connection, whether they reply, whether they open the door, whether they answer your email, your phone call, or whatever means of prospecting that you are using. That's another story, right? But prospecting itself as an action is to reach in out to a individual for your proposition, right? That's where prospect, proposition, get it? Now, marketing, however, is attraction. Marketing is the language, is how you're actually going to get them to go from just taking a look to buying, to getting involved, to purchasing your service, to purchasing whatever it is that you are doing. So again, understand prospecting, marketing, two different languages. Some individuals have incredible talent in talking to people without being afraid of rejection. But nonetheless, they are repulsing everybody else because they are horrible at marketing. And I am asking you to please don't make that mistake. Make sure that you are educated. So here's what you can do right now that you can get better at prospecting. And by the way, for those of you who are watching, at 8 o'clock at the top of the hour, we have a very exclusive global webinar all about prospecting. It's actually called Prospecting Mastery, and I will be sharing with you some information that has helped us building a network in 9 different countries. To register for it, because at 8 o'clock the room locks, go to workwithali.com/prospect. That is workwithali.com/prospect in order for you to have a reserved spot. Otherwise, I'm telling you, 8 o'clock, you will not even have access. So take the time to doing that before the top of the hour. So one of the things that I personally do is I have a game plan, an organized 90-day game plan of prospecting, where I say to myself, here is how many no's I want to get every single day. Did you hear what I said? How many no's I'm going to get every single day. See, most of you look for yeses and end up getting disappointed really, really, really bad. So what you want to do is look for a no, not a yes. The reason you want to do that is it keeps your mindset in a healthy place. See, if I'm looking for a no and you tell me not interested, awesome, thank you so much, on to the next one, it doesn't even faze me. But if I'm looking for a yes and you say no, I might feel a little bit down, like I failed at something. So look for a no. Make a goal for yourself for 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. And those goals have to be obviously 10x, but make sure you have a disciplined mindset. Don't think that because I'm planning on making $1 million in the next 90 days that it's just going to appear. Discipline your mindset. The more the projection, the more the effort. See, as entrepreneurs, we tend to make a huge mistake. We over project and underestimate. I mean, there's not one entrepreneur that I can think of that does not make the mistake that I just shared with you. So here's some of the things that you can do right away. Look for no. Make sure that you are writing a game plan for 30, 60, and 90 days and have a business coach or at least an accountability partner. Someone who has the same goals as you do. Someone who's willing to take you to that next level, to work with you. Now, are you with me? If you do agree on what I just shared with you, and if you can make a commitment, write on the comment box, done, that you are making a commitment to make that 90-day 30, 60, and 90-day commitment to look for 5 no's a day and have an accountability partner, because I want to be able to help you as your strategic partner. I want to make sure that I can hold you accountable. I'll check on you every now and then. Hey, you commented on our show that you committed. How are you doing, right? And I can see if I can help you adjust a little bit. Now, let's talk about the mindset itself and how you need to have it. So the very first thing is, if you have a healthy, happy, positive mindset, I can assure you everything works out. I mean, I don't care how bad things could or are, you can make it instantly better by fixing your mindset. So let me give you a couple of different keys that I have personally implemented every single day. So the very first thing is, write down 10 things that you are grateful for. And you can do this as often as you want, every day, every week, every month, whenever you feel like you're in the funk, right? Write down 10 things that you are grateful for. Your health, your relationship, your family, your car, your house. It doesn't matter how bad things are. Just what are you grateful for? That is the very first thing that I do. See, I have, and I shared with this many times over, I have a book, The Secret. This is blank. I write in it every single day. I am so happy and grateful for, and I write it all down. Whatever I'm grateful for, happiness, health, abundance, wealth, whatever it is that comes to mind. So make sure you make that part of your process, because the more grateful you are, the more things are going to start appearing to you. And I'm talking about, you're going to realize how blessed you are, and your mindset naturally becomes more positive, more abundant, more healthy, and you project that whenever you talk to your prospect, which becomes an attractive thing. Marketing is attracting. Do you see how those two connect? So make sure that you are writing down every single day 10 things that you are grateful for. The next thing is, text I love you to 3 people who bother you. 3 people who hurt your feelings. 3 people that something happened between you and them. And just text them, hey, I just want to say I love you, man. I just want to say I care about you. I just want to say I hope all is well. Whatever. Those 3 things who are bothering you. Do you understand the moment you forgive, you love, you care for someone, you take an amount of abundant pressure from your back and you just release it. And you're going to feel so light that you're so ready to take on any single task. So the first thing I do, I write down 10 different things that I'm grateful for. The second thing is, literally send a text message to someone you haven't talked to in a long time, someone who hurt your feelings or whatever. I just want to say I love you. I just want to say I hope everything works out well for you. I just hope that you're doing okay. Something that makes you the caregiver for once instead of wanting, right? Because we all tend to say, no, I'm not going to say anything until he or she texts me first. No. Be abundant with your love. Give it away. Number 3 is, take a minute, a quiet one, and look for guidance. You know, when you're in the midst of chaos, when things are cray-cray for you, take a minute, take a moment, breathe. Okay, what are my options? Look for guidance. Look for people who you have in your life who are doing great, who figured life out, who were in that situation and have gotten out of it. Because that mentorship can give you a quick, right to the point shortcut to get out of that situation that you are in. I do it. I even pay for it, right? So make sure that you are doing that. Those are my 3 pieces to get you in the right mindset. Now remember, all distractions are equal. It doesn't matter what is going on in your life, it is a distraction. Because unless you are doing something that goes directly towards that goal that you are working on, some of you who have been in any of our webinars and our programs, there are 4 things that are our core value to everything and anything that we do. 1, we work with every individual to create a vision for the next 12 to 24 months. We create a culture. We identify the problem that you're solving, and we identify what is your monthly budget for whatever business that you are in. If you have those 4 things figured out, guess what? Anything and everything that you are doing, ask yourself, does that fit within my 4 core building values? Does that meet exactly one of those 4? If it does not, you need to make a change. You need to remove it. You need to delegate it. You need to outsource it. You need to let someone else take care of it. You need to move on to whatever makes you those 4 things happen. Create those 4 things that we talk about all the time. So make sure you eliminate all distractions. Keep in mind, adversity is part of the process. You know, you have to get no's before you get yeses. You have to be rejected before you get accepted. You have to go through the mud before you get cleaned up. That's just part of the process. Prospecting is not fun for most people because they get rejected. And by the way, there are so many different ways that you can prospect and make it fun for yourself. I'm blessed enough to partner up with a company that just released an actual gadget that automatically, broadcasts for you to reach anyone from 100 yards. That's great and all, but guess what? I still have to market to them. I still have to reach out. I still have to have the ability to communicate. So make sure that you are accepting the adversity. Make sure that regardless to how great things are or how bad things are, do not let that emotion take you up and down, and stay right in the middle so your mindset stays healthy 100% of the time. Make sure you separate anxiety with over-organization. See, this looks clean right now, right? That's because I have one of the most amazing human beings on earth. My wife always helps me out, keeps it nice and clean, right? But sometimes I'm making a mess in here, and I make it seem like like I'm busy, if you will. And then I get caught up in like, I have to organize my desk before I go ahead and start doing business. That is a distraction. That is a distraction. Do it early in the morning or do it late at nighttime. Make sure that you're not getting caught on the wrong activities. Next page. I'm coming for you. I'm telling you, I got some goodies for you. Remember, at any time, if you comment in the video itself, whether in Periscope or in the Facebook Live, while you are live on the show right now, if you comment, I have what it takes, we will actually call you from the show and we will broadcast with you right now and interview you and let the world know why they should do business with you. So you are up if you are up to it. So remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. If you agree with that statement, drop a number 1 on the comment box. The fortune is in the follow-up. I live by that. I was given last month the best compliment I've ever given in business by Ashley Searles. She's actually from North Carolina. She goes like, your follow-up game is on point. And I was like, say that again, sister. Say that again, because I am on top of my game. If we say we're going to talk at a specific time, no matter how high, how low, I will make that time happen, right? So make sure the fortune is in the follow-up, right? So write down after you talk to anybody, why did I talk to that person? Who did I just talk to? What did we talk about? When are we going to talk again? And how are we going to talk? Is it a call? Is it a FaceTime? Is it an instant messenger? How are we going to be communicating? So again, why are we talking? Who am I talking to? What am I talking about? When are we talking again? And how are we going to be communicating? Those pieces have to be written down after every single phone call. I have big cards, and sometimes they're this big because I have to take notes from whomever I'm talking to, and I'm writing the name first, and then I start writing these very same specific things so I know exactly where we left off. So next time I'm talking to that individual, I have that information ready for me. Hey, so last time we talked about, and we said that we were going to do, and we were going to do it with. So let's pick it up where we left off. We have 30 minutes. And then we go on. So it allows you to look like a superstar when it comes to your follow-up game. The next step is make sure that you are, as far as that follow-up itself, make things personal. You know, don't just be robotic. You know, don't just send an automated template. You know, I personally say, hey, superstar, we're still ready to go. You know, I personally remind people about my webinars. I personally nudge people before an appointment or before a meeting or before a phone call. So make it personal. And if they say, no, I can't make it, hey, no worries. It's all love. Life happens. When can you? Right? Stay human. Do not turn all of a sudden business on it, because you can turn people off. Make sure that you are creating a bond. Make sure that, you know, I'll give you an example. I was speaking to a business partner of mine literally a half an hour before the show, Rick Roman. Great, by the way, if you need any imagery for you to look like a superstar, like an excellent brand, high definition. I mean, he customizes all the imagery for his clients. So we were just talking back and forth, and you know, I text him, hey, are we still good to go for 4? He said, can you give me a couple of minutes? I said, sure. He said, unless you want to call me without video because I'm showering my son. And guess what I said? No, man, take care of your son. We'll talk after. I kept it as a personal friendship conversation instead of saying, well, we had an appointment at 4 o'clock. When can we reschedule? No, man. Keep it personal. That automatically created a bond between he and I. I told him that I care about you and your relationship more than I do my business. That is genuine. It wasn't just a hyped up technique. It was literally genuinely, I'm like, hey man, go take care of your kid and we'll talk after. So make sure you're creating a bond. And have fun with it, and obviously make sure that whatever you're doing, that it promotes trust. You know, we were talking to about 5 people. We were having a conference call. Again, I'm sorry, I'm just telling you stories from my day here, but it's fact. You know, and they're asking great questions about, you know, hey, how this tool works, and, you know, is this going to work with this phone? Can we do this with it? Is it going to attract the people that we want, and so on and so forth. And then I literally, the whole time, as they're excited, oh my God, this is so great, I was bringing them down to, hey, just humble your expectations, because although this tool is going to allow you to have the attraction that you want, you still have to make the phone calls. You still have to present your business. You still have to do 3-way calls. You still have to do those fundamentals that are required by the profession itself. So they said, well, you know, I appreciate you saying that, because, you know, I'm like, yeah, no, I understand. Things may appear like it's perfect, but you still have to work. There's no success story that just pressed play and everything just worked out. There is always work that has to happen. So, you know, they appreciated that, and instantly there was a trust factor. There was a bond that was created. And we said, hey, let's follow up on Friday. Let's talk again on Friday. And guess what? I know why we're talking on Friday. I know who I'm talking to on Friday. I know what we're going to be talking about. Obviously, it's Friday when, and I know how we're going to be talking again on Facebook Messenger. All of us are going to have videos and chat again. So again, it makes you on top of your game when it comes to following up, because prospecting is getting in the door. Marketing is closing the deal, is looking attractive, looking like a superstar that you are needing to be. So one thing, the transition between marketing and prospecting, you got to keep in mind one main thing. Keep in mind this. On average, it takes 7 to 10 times for people to make a decision. That is crazy. 7 to 10 times for someone to say, I'm interested. For someone to say, I want in. For someone to say, I agree to the concept. For someone to say, I'll try it. For someone to say, okay, here's my credit card. For someone to say, okay, I'll refer people to you. 7 to 10 times. This is why you have to be on top of your game when it comes to prospecting, follow-up, and marketing. If you don't speak marketing, and I insist on don't speak marketing. Marketing is a language, and some languages in marketing, some words could turn people off. Some words can make you look like a superstar. So make sure that you are mastering the art of marketing itself. So keep that in mind, and make sure you are a professional. I'm not saying you have to be perfect. You know, I have a get-together in my house this Saturday with a couple of business associates and partners and prospects and whatnot. And one of them said, hey, man, is this casual dressing? I was like, yeah, absolutely, man. Come comfortable. He said, you know, I love my shorts, right? So, yeah, I am going to dress to impress. I'm going to keep that prospect in a personal fashion, but you yourself dress how you want to be addressed. See, however you dress, people are going to address you. And I experience that all the time. I go to a networking event dressed down. How you doing? But if I go dressed up to do business, people look at contact, they shake hands, they offer you whatever they have, they try to get your business, right? So dress how you want to be addressed. How many of you agree with that? Do you agree with that? Because I do. Make sure that you separate yourself from the end result. See, when you create an emotional connection to the end result, that will create expectation. Expectation 9 out of 10 times creates disappointment. So make sure you have no expectations out of anybody. Divorce yourself from the results. The process should be focused on the activity. And the more activity you do, the more chances are going to be increased for you to have that prospect become a customer, a partner, an associate, or whatever it is that you are trying to bring in. So again, separate yourself from the results. Make sure that professionalism itself is attractive. Don't be overdoing it, because I used to make that mistake. I used to go to a home meeting dressed up like I'm going to a World Street or whatever they call it, a highly professional environment, right? And I was like looking like the only guy that no one related to. So make sure, yes, you stand out, you set yourself apart from the masses, but still be relatable. Make sure that you are working on increasing your influence. How do you increase influence? And this is the last piece that I'm going to leave you on with. The last piece is this. Influence only comes from credibility and relatability. See, the more credibility that you are increasing, the more trust factor happens. Influence. The more relatability, meaning that I relate to you, to who you are, what you believe in, the more trust that I create, the more connection that I create. So those two lead to influence. How do you create credibility? Document. Document. This is why I am a firm believer. You have to have a brand, and you have to work on mastering the art of marketing. Those are some things that we work on with our clients. Those are the reasons why we're doing the webinar tonight. And by the way, again, I shared this at the beginning. If you have not had the opportunity to do so just yet, make sure that you go to workwithali.com/prospect, because at the top of the hour, in just about 25 minutes, we're going to have an inclusive closed door webinar for an hour and 15 minutes. It is absolutely complimentary, all about prospecting and all the strategies and the tools that we have used, and we literally just introduced this week to attract the masses. The last month's webinar that we've had, just so you have an idea, that we've done strategically just for Mehdaoui Enterprise, we've attracted over 225 people that came through our webinars. Let that sink in for a little bit. 225 people. How would your business be if you were to attract 225 people? Amazing, don't you think? So join us at 8 o'clock as we're going to be giving you all the secret sauce of everything that we have done to create a network in 9 countries, to become an attractive brand, and to have a beacon of influence on the masses. Now, I want to check out in here anyone that you are on. Remember what I said, for anyone that hops on into our webinar, and I see you, Caleb, I see you, Pip, Lisa, Diana Marino, hello. Hey again, Lisa. Carrie, Junior. If you do have what it takes, just comment, I have what it takes, and I will personally call you from here for everybody to allow you to say hello and why you should be doing business with the people. Remember, these videos, they get repurposed, and audios get repurposed and broadcasted everywhere. We reach about 1,000 to 2,000 people on average a week with our material, so you never know who can hear your story. So let us know if you do have what it takes. In the meanwhile, a couple of public service announcements, which I'm super excited about this. So workwithali.com is our website. Every single year I upgrade the website itself, because you want to obviously stay up to speed. You want to be current with the new technology, the new content, the new imagery, everything that is up to date. Especially, again, marketing is like a clothing line. Every single month, the conversation changes. Every single month, the trends change. So marketing is the same way. This is why I update our website every year. But I'll tell you this much. Tomorrow at 12 noon, we are relaunching our brand new, and I'm telling you, and oh my God, looking website. And I cannot wait to hear all of your feedback about it, because we've worked really, really hard to develop the material that we're going to have in it, to develop the information that's going to have in it. Is going to be a resource, one place that you can find everything that we do, plus a whole lot more. Essentially, it'll be an example for what you can do for yourself. Should you decide to build a brand, should you allow us to be your strategic partner in your business, in your success, in whatever it is that you are doing for yourself and for the masses. So look forward to that tomorrow at 12 noon. Also, Friday afternoon, evening, I will be in the South Jersey border PA area with some business partners. So let me know if you are in the area and you want to connect, you want to chat for a little bit. If there's anything that I can be of service to you in your business, in your company, if you want to get a 30-minute complimentary evaluation with me in person, let me know that I'm going to be in your area, and I'd love to make that happen. And then Saturday, we are back in New Jersey in an exclusive in my humble, beautiful home where I'm going to have some very, very exclusive people that we're going to be working on their projects, their prospecting, and a whole lot more that I'm super excited about again. So make sure you stay tuned. We have over 200 videos now, 200 coaching videos in our YouTube page. SoundCloud, we have about 24 coaching audios in it. Our blog is updated. We've announced last week that we've become an official author and a contributor of the Network Marketing Magazine. We have been contributors of the Networking Times Magazine. So we are really, really excited for all the great things that are happening to us. And we hope that you use us as an example of change, of positivity, that we can be a beacon of light, that you can copy what we've done and make it your own. And we'd love to give you all of our secret sauce and all of our love of everything that we've created. So remember, workwithali.com/prospect, so you have access to tonight's webinar at 8 p.m. Otherwise, you will be locked out. I can't thank you enough for giving us the opportunity to spend another episode. This is episode 6 of season 2, and it has been a pleasure being right here and right now with you. We will talk to you next time.